There's nothing on the screen. Nothing. What should be on the screen? It's so quiet. Let's put jams on the screen. Let's make jams happen. I wanted to try some new jams. Copyright free jams. Without that copyright aftertaste. Let's see. Gotta turn on the jams. My ears! The jams are so powerful. Okay. We adjust this knob and that slider and that slider and this knob and then this knob and that slider. We'll just keep adjusting knobs and sliders until it looks good. How you like? There we go. How's those jams? Plong, plong, plong. Plong, 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 plong. Hey, Ty. The lad. Squirreling. Oh man, Papeto's got the fancy words. I'm gonna bring up actual chat so I can see what that says. Pling. All right. Are the jams coming through? These jams claim to be 2 hours of synthwave mix, LA Sunset, royalty-free, no copyright background music, by White Bat Audio. They asked for credit, and I'm totally willing to give them credit. Heck, I'll just link the whole YouTube thing here. So I'm borrowing these jams with full permission, at least according to their own description here. They claim these tracks are 100% copyright free to use in your projects. Just credit them. Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. All right, this is Carl Casey at White Bat Audio's jams. So, gonna try these jams out. All right, we still don't have much going on visually. Squirrel in a void and chat. It's just chat and me in the void. Let's see. Let's see if we got Blender in here. All right. So I wanted to start today with doing a whole top to bottom simple animation in Blender. And Frex said that she thought it would be fun to have a little animated Spyro up in the corner. And I don't know if I'm ready to commit to the kind of artistic vision it would take to render a proper Spyro, like a custom Spyro. So we're going to make Spro. We're going to animate Spro. Frex has been kind enough to give us the drawings for Spro. Chicken of the Hair tells me we can't see anything on the screen. That's... Wait. Where's the hair? Where's the chicken? There's no chicken in my hair. I've got the wrong squirrel. Yeah, there's no chicken in this hair. Chickenless hair. Is it... Wait, let's try this one. Oh, I mean, there she is, but she's not on the mic, so this one doesn't work. This one's... Let's try... Small? No, that's probably a small chicken. Let's do it. Who is that? Nope, that's... Sure enough, that's a wiggly small chicken. Alright, let's try... this one. Nope, another chicken. Nope. Let's try this one. Ah! Nope, that's not it. Let's try this one. Very pretty, but not the right one. Nope, nope. Okay, well, I'll just be chickenless for a while. I don't know where the chicken went. It's mysterious. Well, let's see if Blender's already a source on this, in this particular scene. We've got chicken tube. We've got... Oh, we're just going to do the whole monitor? Oh yeah, that's probably safer. Oh, there it is. I'll go stand on the square, on the cube. Standing on the... Oh, my feet are hanging over the edge. Stand on the cube. You sent me that one, eh? Well, let's see. Let's go look on the network attached storage. In the Strem folder, where all of our streaming things are. Pings and GIFs. There's a WebM. Friend emotes. Here's all Spro. Here's the Spro assets. Spro. Well, I'm gonna need Spro, so we'll just leave that. We'll put that over here. Hey, Gate. Frex can't win in Yu-Gi-Oh! I hate this game. It sucks. Frex, I can't win. Rah! So that's why Frex enjoys it, because she doesn't care if she wins. Here, let's see. I know one place I can check. Let's go on here. Okay. Nope, it's not in there. Well, I will do a deeper dive for it on a later date. Unless it got put into that bloom. We used it, right? So it did exist at one point. Its existence was once. Well, if it's alright, I will just be chickenless. Being semi-transparent's kind of fun anyway. Ooh. Wait, that's chat. I'm moving chat around. No chat. Hang out up there. I just want to move me kind of back. Nope, that's not me. I don't even know what that is. I just started moving around. There I am. You can see chat right through me. Okay. I might move myself around periodically just so that I'm not in the way of things. I'm going to shrink myself a little bit even there. There we go. I might move chat around a bit too now and again. So right now you're just kind of blocking that little thing up there that says user perspective, collection, cube, and that stuff. That's not... I'm sure that's useful information for people who are more skilled than me. Pretty decent jams. Alright. So I've got Blender open here. And I wanted to go through a little basic thing. Supposing you've already got something that you wanted to animate. So here, come here. Here, Frex did me the kindness of doodling some stuff. We've got Spro's body, his mouth open and closed, and a wing that we can fiddle with. So let's have a look at what they look like by themselves. This black square. No, that's there we go. There's Spro's body. Spro's mouth when it's closed, Spro's open mouth, and Spro's one wing that we can copy and paste and use as two wings. Alright. Well, if we're going to animate stuff, we could animate stuff, of course, here in the 3D view. But I'm just going to do it in the video editing view. So say new video editing. Oh, beans. Alright, I'm going to try to make a very conscious effort to say every key combination that I use. Because I totally forgot to put the video overlays, the input overlays. At least I don't think they're on here. Input. Yeah, I forgot to install the input overlays on Frex's machine. I have them over on my main home machine. Not on this one. So I'm gonna go back to where I was. We're gonna start over so I can do it right. I was over here. We were in a general. I pressed Control N. You could also go File New. See, it's got all the little shortcuts are usually there in the menus. If there is a shortcut, it'll say it most of the time. So Control N. Video editing. Open the default file. Doesn't save the current file. That's a good thing to be careful of. You can just navigate to whatever you need to use here in their little file explorer. Or if you've already got it open somewhere else, you can drag and drop. the insertion point of any new thing that you add to the scene is going to be wherever your little cursor is, your time cursor. So if I moved it over there, and what do I have in there? Oh, I did that. Oh, it's all the way over there now. Put it over here. The starting point for your scene, if you accidentally wiggle things around, is not 0 but 1. If you're looking at where the starting frame is, you want it on frame 1. So I've added some stuff to the scene, but you can see it's like one thing to note is that it scales it all up to whatever your current scene is. Keeping the aspect ratio, it will scale it to fit when you drop it into the scene. So by default, it's got 1920 by 1080. I'm not going to fiddle with that just now. Well, maybe I should. Frex, I'm going to pretend you're here. Chicken in the background, hidden chicken, spirit chicken. What size are you thinking of using this? Okay, so let's do this again here. We'll go new. Because if I scale this, well, I might as well show what happens. If I scale this after dropping them in there, then I have to rescale everything. It's all because it dropped in at the scale that it was. And for the handful of extra steps it would take, I might as well just have it start out at the right scale and make it a little bit easier for myself, because I am not advanced enough to know how to do it conveniently otherwise. Oh, I've got a dog. He wants to be a lap dog. He wants to be a lap pup. Hold on, I'll be right back. You want up here, buddy? Okay, don't be scared of stuff. Come here. Oh gosh. Gosh, it's a Pip. Mr. Pipuppalup. The Pippolis. Guy Pup. Oh, yeah, that's your name? Hi. Want to say hello to everyone? He's a quiet dog. He doesn't really make much noise. Oh, blep. Blep, 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 blep. Okay, buddy, I need my hands. I need my hands. Alright, you can hang out here, but I need my hands. Alright, so, dropping... Oh, whoa. Maybe you can drop multiples. Nope. One at a time. It's only smart enough to do one at a time. That's okay. So it's got the bod. Let's give it a mouth closed, a mouth open, a wing, another wing just in case we wind up wanting both wings. One wing on either side. Alright. So, I need my hand, bud. I'm going to put you back on the ground if you keep up with that. You can hang out, but I need my hand. There you go. Lay down there. Lay down on my lap. You got it. Good job. So we've got them all on here. We know they're transparent because I Frex made them and I checked, and then I cropped the image size down to content in GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program. And then I export them. I know they're transparent. You're like, well, they look transparent too. They seem transparent. Oh, and then this little bit's fun. It shows you the metadata. So this, it had some metadata left over from when Frex made it. So, it's transparent. I know it is. Well, the trouble here isn't the transparency, it's the compositing, the compositing. Over here, you want to switch that. See, I've got them kind of layered on top of each other, and I visualize it as one thing over the other, so I like to use alpha over. Well, we still don't see anything. Oh, this one's not out. Oh, let's go down here and see that one alpha over. Oh, now it's starting to show up. Oh, man, I don't want to do that every single time, you say to yourself. If you don't want to do it every single time, you can just go cut, select them all. And you think, well, I've selected them all. Why isn't this applying? Just that you have them all selected gives you the opportunity to do actions that affect all of them. But by default, changing settings does not affect all members of a current selection unless you're using tools out here in the preview here. Like if I were to grab them or scale them or use one of the tools out here, it would. But when you change settings over here in your settings, in your properties pane or whatever this is called, properties region, the properties rectangle, the rectangle of props, it does not automatically apply them to everything. You have to right click on it and say copy to selected. Pop. Now they all have the same property. Hey, SOB. Sorry, it's Squirrelman today. It's a Squirrelman. Hey. I should come up with a squirrel theme, some kind of theme song that emits squirrel energy. Alright. Let's see. Alright, buddy. I need both hands now. Not just one. I need both of them. Your cute little puppy dog nose is going to have to find something else to do with itself besides bother me and sniff at my hand. where were we? Oh, right. No, you can't get on the desk. No, that's a bad idea. Good idea, bad idea. Good idea, hanging out in my lap. Bad idea, hanging out on the desk. Hey, oh. Oh, amazing hammer. Thought copy to selected was only something you could do with modifiers. No, yeah, right? Like, it's one of those things where like you become accustomed to using it in under one circumstance, and then come to find out it is more like it's kind of a general behavior that applies in a lot of different circumstances in Blender, and totally handy when you're in an editor like this and you want to change the settings that way. There might be some way to change it up here, but that's the way I know down here. All right. So let's see. We got some stuff, and now I'm not gonna fiddle for a moment here. I'm gonna hide these wings because they're large and in the way. All right. So his mouth, and body, they seem to have come in at reasonable scales. Here, let's hide one of the mouths. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna do like semi-transparent, but I'll just have it go pop, 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 pop. Right? Let's see. Show the whole spro. Pop, 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 pop. Let's see. Scaling. Oh wait, no, this one. No, this one. Eventually, I will get the right rectangle. There we go. Okay. Scale. So S. Your shortcuts are context sensitive to where your mouse happens to be floating. So if you're floating over here in the preview area and you type S, you activate the scale tool. If you type G, you grab something and you can move it around. So I've got him, what do we have him at right now? Transform, he's scaled at, let's make it a round number for fun. 0.25 by 0.25. Alright, because round numbers are easy. I could have scaled both of these at the same time, but I wasn't thinking. There we go. Now they're both scaled. This one's in the wrong spot though. Let's move this one over. Puppy dog, friend, dog. Dog friend. You went through all this trouble to get up in my lap. Don't lose your privileges. Don't lose the privileges, buddy. Sometimes I need both of my hands for other things, besides petting your cute little head. Alright, so now we've got two heads on top of each other. Got a couple of wings hiding. Let's do the bit for the mouth. Let's do the mouth animation. So, is 1 second? Alright. Alright, so we'll do a 1 second loop. We'll have open, like mouth open for half a second, mouth closed for half a second. So we're at 24 FPS, so let's go. We'll change the length of our scene here to be 24 frames. So 24 FPS, 24 frames, we've got 1 second of animation. I'm going to adjust the duration of all of these by shift clicking on the little rectangle on the far edge there, the little bar, and boop, slide them all over. Now they're 24 instead of 25. They all line up right at the end. And I'm going to switch here just to have the visual. I may not make much use of it, but I'm going to switch the file explorer, file browser here to timeline. There's timeline. Apparently Shift F12 will do it. And then, since we're working on a little square here, that doesn't need. I'm going to give the timeline more room, since Spro doesn't need a lot of room to express himself. Okay. So here we are, timeline. Let's start with his mouth closed. So we'll go mouth open. Nope. It's beautiful. It's lovely. And I'm going to record a keyframe. That's a little dot next to any setting. Any setting that's got a dot like that is keyable. I'm sure there's a better word for that because that just doesn't feel like a smooth word. Oh, gonna catch up here. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. Y'all playing games. Sweet. Alright, so anytime there's a dot on the right hand side, you can record a keyframe on it. So you could keyframe what kind of compositing blend you're using. That can be changed between frames. You can change the opacity, which is what I'm going to use here. You can change the position, the orientation, all kinds of other stuff can be keyframed. So let's make sure I've got these recorded. Yep. If I click on them both, we can see up here that there are frames recorded, keyframes recorded. So we said we're going to try half open, half closed. So let's slide this over to 12 frames, or 12, frame 12. And we'll flip these. We'll flip the script. We'll go, here, let's make his head disappear. We'll go over here. We'll go, oh, he's headless. Oh wait, I did this wrong. Hold on. Because I need to record the fact. Actually, here, why not? Let's show what happens if you do it wrong. So if I go like this, and I record this as his face, and you probably saw what happened down there, but I'm gonna not talk about that until I give even more of a visual about what I just did wrong. Shift left key will jump you back to the start of your scene if your mouse is down here. Shift left key. I'm gonna press space to test my scene out. Whoa! He's merging, he's fading between, which isn't quite what I wanted, to be honest. Up here we've got the two dots, our two keyed frames, but it's really not quite what I wanted. This looks right. Then as I go, we go brrr, and he kind of fades. It's not really what I want. So I'm going to come to the frame before the frame where I want it to change. And I'm going to go down here. Say all the way up until that point, just stay fully opaque. Do not be transparent. On that one, and for this one, other way around. Stay transparent until the frame before. So now you've got these bars between them. That means that it's going to stay that this setting has not changed between the two keys. We can go, and pop. There we go. Pat, 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 pat. Nice. His nose kind of appears and disappears too, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll just say it's perspective or something. Or maybe he's got one of those nose flaps that aquatic animals have where he can close his nose. He's going to dive in the water. Alright, we'll put his wings on. But to keep things simple, since we're not going to do, or to keep things like visually simple and uncluttered down here, since we're not going to do anything else with Spro's face or body, I'm just going to group them together. So you can group items together, whether they're on multiple tracks here, or if it's multiple items from left to right in your timeline. With Control G, group, and it makes a meta strip. I'm going to give this meta strip a name just for the fun of it. Spro Bod. Alright, it's a 24 frame long meta strip. It's got a couple of different things in it. Move these down here. No? So slid him over. There we go. So we've got his body here. Still animated, still being itself. Now let's turn this wing on. Make it visible. Oh, it's huge. Giant. S for scale. Scale it down. You know, this one, I want this wing to be behind him. So let's move things. Let's rearrange things. We'll do one of those little slidey puzzle games where you slide stuff around. Put his body in the middle. Put this wing behind it. I can't see him. What happened? When you combine things together, it resets the compositing. So we have to come back up here and go alpha over. Alright, so the wing that we've put behind him, let's go like this. It's facing the wrong way. So we go down here to transform and mirror it. What is it? X, Y, X, Y. Mirror, there we go. Mirror it in the X. And maybe, so I mirrored a G to grab, R to rotate. I'm gonna rotate it a bit. Grab it again. The swing's not gonna be very terribly visible, but at least you'll know there's a wing back there at certain frames. We're on frame. I'm gonna go ahead and just record this position and rotation. Things that aren't going to change at all, you don't have to record frames for them. It'll just keep it at its default, whatever its default is. Alright, so let's show this other wing. Bah! Huge. Giant. Gigantic. Huge. S to scale. G. Move it over here. Scale it down a little bit more. G. We'll kind of attach it. I forget where Spyro's wings attach. This is Spyro anyway. This is Spro, his distant cousin. Alright. So now he's got wings, and he's going bop, bop, bop. But we can make it a little more fun. We could have his wings do something, right? Puppy dog. I was using both hands, buddy, once again. I could do this one-handed. That's something we could do, but it's going to be a lot more tedious. He's grumbling at me. Gently grumbling. If you... The other one's across the room looking at me with radar ears. Okay. Nope, no, you can't have my hand. I need my hand. Alright, so we're going to go back to frame 1. Shift left arrow. Jump back to frame 1. There might be other key combos that'll get you there. That's the one that I remember the most. And... Oh, I guess you can't really see all the keyframes there in chat. Oh, another thing to mention is in the timeline up here, once you've combined everything into a meta strip like that, the timeline will not show the keyframes that are recorded for the individual members of the grouped meta strip. Oh. One of those MMO Amazing Hammer says you need one of those MMO mice. This chat's sponsored by Razer. Right. Yeah, one of those like crazy ones that you like stick your all 4 of your fingers and your thumb into separate little things that have a forward and a backward and a down, right? And then there's like a whole 10 key plus on both sides of the mouse. Now he's resting his chin on my wrist. I no longer have the use of my left hand. We're sorry. We're just going to have to do this. This is now a challenge run. So, alright, we were going to do stuff with his wings. I'm pretty sure there's a... We're doing it live. I'm going to figure out how to get the tools to activate. I'm sure there's a way to activate the tools, like, over here. So, let's see. We're on frame 0. I'm going to record the position and the rotation of this wing. And we're going to figure out... Select strip. Strip, transform, rotate. Yes! Wait. Undo that. I'm gonna move it over. We're gonna have him flop. Let's do like... We'll give his wings 4... We'll do them every 6 frames, so there'll be 4 actions recorded. Alright. Oh, I got my hand back. Nice. Rotate it with R. Move it with you. No, you can't have my hand. Oh. He has grabbed my hand with his tiny little foot. His little foot, which is about the same size as my thumb. Buddy, I'm calling you small. Everybody knows. They can all hear it. You're a good pup. You're a good pup. Don't look at me with those eyes, please. He's using the puppy dog eyes. Alright. So we're going to record this. See if it looks too horrible. Nope, it's beautiful, it's lovely, it's exquisite. Okay, so now let's go over to 12. That was on 6, right? Let's move that over to 7. So, one thing you can do with this timeline editor that's handy is if you want to repaste things, you can just slide your keyframes around. Be like, no, you know what, I wanted it to happen like right there, or I wanted it to happen over there instead. So we'll do it at 7, 13, and 19 for kicks. So 7, 13. Now rather than redo this keyframe, you can go Control C, copy. Control V, paste. Nice. Alright, so that's looking good. So now let's Control C. I've highlighted them all. Control C, copy. Move over here. Paste. Flap, 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 flap. His shoulder's a little disjointed, but that's alright. We'll just pretend that it's Fluff. I don't know. Is he fluffy? He's scaly, right? He's a scaly. That's okay. I don't judge him. Alright, so then we just gotta do this one. So this one's already got its initial frame recorded. Oh, you can see the other wing going. So, let's go over here. We'll, R to rotate a little bit. G, move. Okay. Let's record those frames. Nice. Flap, 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 flap. And then we'll do our copy paste thing. Copy. Paste. Oh, I must not have selected everything quite correct. Copy blocks. Paste. Alright, there we go. And then, no, just these, thank you. Copy. Paste. Okay, now we've got flappy wings. Here we go. Flappy McFlapperson. I can just render this, and it will render at whatever its default settings were. But Frex wants to be able to put this up in the corner of her scene. What? Why Gate Gate didn't say anything in chat. Oh, wet puppy dog nose in the crook of my. Wait a minute. Elbows don't have a crook. Shoulders have crooks. Here, bud. He wants down. Oh, there you go. I'm free. I'm free. Right. I can drink my coffee. All right. So I was saying she wants to use it in one of her scenes. Oh, the trouble then being the default render is going to give you a regular old video, probably MP4, I think. I forget what it defaults to. Regular old videos project themselves onto a solid colored background, usually black. What's Gate Smug? So you'll want to change that up. You got to change that up a bit if you're going to use this either in another video project or in an OBS scene or similar where you want it to be transparent in front of something else. So to do that, we got to come over here. One of the first things you want to you can do them in any order, to be honest. But one of the first things I always make sure that I do is come up to the little microwave looking, old television looking, I think it's probably supposed to be a television. I don't know, look kind of like a microwave. Anyhow, render properties. Under film, make sure transparent is checked. You want to check that. And there are probably ways to save these defaults. I just haven't looked into them yet. There's ways, alright, I shouldn't say that. There are ways, because this is Blender, and you can make Blender do anything you want if you're insane enough to do it. Blender can be scripted inside and out. You can turn it on its head. You can make it look however you want it to look. You can gut it with a knife and trim it down to do nothing but the one thing that you wanted it to do really well. Or you cannot. And so the interface that we wind up with, that we have here, is completely customizable. I could grab this and move it all around. But this is the interface that has just kind of been settled on over the years and slowly optimized for particular workflows. So I try not to mess with it too much because a lot of times something is the way that it is because it makes things easier later on once I've learned how to do something else that I don't even know exists yet. So we set our transparent here. But if you do learn how to set it as a default, go for it. You know, if you're not, I mean, I know for me, I would just keep that for all my project needs. I changed the frame range because I knew I wanted it to be 24, but there's other stuff to do over here under output properties. One thing is I want it to save for my own convenience in the folder that all the rest of my Spro assets are. Oh, what's that? Amazing Hammer's a sheep. What? Please stop. Fricks. Oh. I'm not a sheep. Oh, okay. I'm not a sheep. Yes. Let's move things around. Actually, I don't have any. I was going to change some of these things up just to prove that I wasn't sheep either, except they're all super convenient for what I'm doing right now. I changed this one though. You know, this was, what was it, file browser? I think this one was file browser, and I changed it. We could change it to something completely unhelpful, like UV. Nah, that one's boring to look at though. Let's switch it over to, let's have 2 instances of the video sequencer up. So I wanted to change my output folder, so I'm going to copy the path from over here real quick, so that when it renders it there. Its default is /temp, and then it sticks a backslash on it because this is Blender inside of Windows. And half of its spirit is still in the old Nix systems, Linux, Unix derivatives and such, that use the /slashes. And by default on those systems, it will save to the universal temp folder. It's nearly universal across distros. But we don't want it to go there. We want it to go over here. On the F drive, which on our LAN is mapped to the network attached storage. So you could have that go anywhere. You could have that go to your C drive. You could have that go to your... I don't want to open up Frex's documents or anything. I was going to say your user profile stuff. Where's a perfect... Like a user profile. Is there anywhere safe in here that's not going to go desktop documents, cookies, app data? Did I install Visual Studio on here? If I did, she'll have a repo. Nope. Nope. Code. Temp. Nope. Anyway, you can have it go there. User profile is the very, very, very old variable that refers to your user folder in Windows. Which Windows? All of them. It is always referred to your user folder. Not quite all of them. I don't think Windows 3.1 had it. I think it was introduced at some point in 95. So we're going to have it output to there. We've set transparency up here, which is all fine and dandy. You're transparent, and you're like, yeah, transparent. It said transparent. I checked transparent. I'm going to render it. It's not going to be transparent yet. The trouble is, you think, well, you might be thinking, I'm used to editors like Krita or GIMP or Paint, Photoshop or whatever. I know the difference between BW and RGB, black and white, and red, green, bitchin', red, green, blue. Where's RGB A? I need the A. I need my alpha. Well, you need to select a compatible encoding. So we're going to use the format FFmpeg video because this uses FFmpeg behind the scenes to encode the image sequence into a video. But MPEG-4 does not have any compatible codecs that support transparency. You could stuff another codec into an MP4 container, or at least attempt to, and it might work, and you might get some video players to play it. But either go Matroska and select whatever codec you want, because Matroska you can stuff anything inside of a Matroska. Or go WebM and select the WebM VP9. That's the one that's got the transparency. Having done that, we'll scroll down here. You also need to change the audio codec because WebM VP9 does not support AAC as the audio codec. You need either Vorbis or no audio. Since this one's not going to be going bap, 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 in an audible way, I'm just going to go no codec, or no audio. You can change these up, the output qualities. Sometimes I like to just because I imagine it makes a difference, but it doesn't make, I know it doesn't make any difference with something at this scale. But if you do change it up, lossless, at least on all the systems that I have tried it on, and I suspect it's a matter of FFmpeg versions and such, but lossless does not preserve the transparency for whatever reason. Perceptually lossless will. The others will. Perceptually lossless, high quality, medium, but lossless does not. So I'm going to go ahead, leave that alone. Encoding speed also affects the quality of an encoded video. So you're like, why encode it slower? That just doesn't make any sense. Under the hood, in the many optimizations and calculations, encoding slower, like the old days that I don't think many or any of y'all are young enough to have done, but burning CDs. If you burned a CD slow, you got a better quality burn. So we've got our VP9 that supports transparency, and boom, our button showed up, RGBA. We got to switch that to RGBA. So now I'm going to go from top to bottom on all these settings that enable us to render a video with the transparent background preserved there, the alpha layer preserved. Over here under Render Properties, and our properties pane on the right hand side, second tab down. We've got scroll, film. Transparent is checked. It's keyable. You can change whether or not the film you're recording on is transparent. Alright, then also down here, under output properties, we have, scroll, our resolution is set. We have the length of our scene set down here. We're ending at 24 frames per second. We have a 1 second animation. Our output path has been changed to somewhere convenient or left alone if we found the default to be convenient. We have the file format FFmpeg video. We've got RGBA selected. It wasn't even available at first, but we came down and switched our container to WebM VP9, and we selected a compatible audio codec for it. As soon as we changed the container, this RGBA showed up. So we come up here, we set RGBA, and now we're ready to render our video. Render animation. Boom. And it's done. All right. Spro the animated. Spro, buddy. Is this not going to render to my NAS? I might have to render it to the local hard drive. It may not render or like save correctly to the NAS. I forget exactly how I map this, and I also forget exactly which like what operating system and hardware that NAS is running on. So I can't even speak to why it might not be saving to the NAS correctly. It could have something to do with the way I mapped the network drive. I don't know. So whatever, we'll have it go somewhere here on the local hard drive. Do I have a folder called temp on this one? I do. It's full of all kinds of gobbledygook and nonsense. Let's just stick it in there. Nope, see. That's not how you spell temp. This isn't how you spell temp either, to be fair. CTMP. Alright, render our animation blocks. Pulls. Okay, so it has rendered it. We'll double click on it just to make sure. Ooh, it opened by default in Windows Media. He's beautiful. He's lovely. A horrible default. Open with VLC, please. No, put him over here so we can see him do his thing. Oh, he flapping. He flapping. What's up? Frax. Blah. Alright. You're like, wait a minute. But button. You went through all that trouble and said he was transparent. Why can't I see my desktop behind him? Well, none of your standard video or media players, and I say standard ones because I suspect there are probably custom players out there. The dog wants back up. No, buddy, go get Frax. I love you. Oh, punk, I ran into the mic. Really? You really want back up here? Just a second. Come on. Oh, pick him up. Wow. It's a good thing you're light. Hey, how's it going? What adventures have you had since the last time we spoke? That's a very, very cute expression. If I could stream the view from my eyes, I would. You're so cute, buddy. Don't lick the mic, please. He has a little bit of is it an underbite or an overbite? A little bit of an underbite. Just a little bit. But it makes his teeth show when he's making certain faces at me, and it's so cute. Buddy, bud. Here, sit there. Oh, there you go. Get comfy. Alright. So since the standard players don't support transparency, I gotta lean over you now to get toward the mic. They project onto a solid color background. If when they don't just ignore the alpha entirely, they're just projecting it onto a solid color background. So, to really confirm that it is transparent, let's throw it into OBS. Oh. Where's the blender? Okay, there we go. Holy shit, I'm just imagining this stupid rice with transparent ping windows. I'm not sure I get it. Oh man, now I feel uncool. Rice with transparent pink windows. I mean, the compositor on a lot of the Nix desktops do transparent windows. Sometimes it's a little bit obnoxious because like you'll forget that you set transparency, or they'll like be weirdly transparent in weirdly layered ways. But then a lot of times on my desktops I turn that feature of the compositing off because I'm like, you're eating my CPU cycles and GPU cycles for nothing, you little bastard. So I'm gonna just drag this, I'm gonna rename it Spro.webm. Gonna Control X, cut that out of there. We're gonna put it over here onto the NAS, Spro, and then I'm gonna drag it, drop it over onto this other. Oh, right, like open him up and just have him flapping around on your desktop. Like you open Spyro and he just appears. Yes. Yes. Gates says I legit can't do anything. I only have I don't know how to pronounce that. Ojamas? I'm going with Ojamas. Oyamas? My deck is far too reliant. We put Spro in there. I have added Spro. He might have popped up on your screen for a second there. So I've put Spro. There's no harm in having your OBS on screen, right? Right, Frex? Alright. Here we go. It's me. Watching me, watching me, watching me, watching me. I've put Spro in here, but he only flapped once because I've got to come up and tell him to loop. Up. There he is. There's the Spro. I've grabbed the wrong thing. I don't even know what I was moving around. Puppy dog. Pop. Alright, so let's move OBS over here. Pop. We'll grab Spro. Oh no! There's a dragon coming for me! Rah! Chomp. Chomp. Watch out, chat! Here he comes! Wait, let's flip him around. Filter. Rex, where's the one to flip him? Oh, right. It's not a filter as such. We just go right click, transform, flip him horizontally. Okay, alright. Sorry, the drama is still there, I swear. Oh no, watch out, chat. He's coming for you. Frex, oh no. Chomp. Chomp. Hammer. The amazing hammer. No, Christ, get him away. Ooh. Tiny Spro. Tiny Spro on my head. He can hang out right there for now. Alright, so we've done a Spro. Start to finish. That's all the setup and stuff. I wanted to do all the setup and do something kind of silly and fun. So I'm going to save this. Cool. No, that's the next thing I'm going to do. What's up, Rex? Puppet dog. Wet puppet dog nose. I'm gonna save this file over here. Well, I want to save it just in case. Frex says I can always just drag it off the monitor so it doesn't show. But I wanted to save it. You are a nuisance. Little dog. Little dog. Every time I move one of my hands toward the keyboard, he sticks his nose under my hand. And now he's papped the desk with his little foot. Like, no, me. Scratch my head. But I'll put you back on the ground. I'll do it. So, let's see here. Spro. Actually, I want to put him in this folder up here. Oh, Higa's in chat. Yo, Higa. What's up? Oh, Higa's laughing at you and Gate battling each other. Oh, at the glorious. Oh, he laughed at him. He's coming for you. Here he come. Here he come. Oh, I'm gonna eat your icon. No, I'm just gonna eat the icons. All right, Spro. Hang out over there. I gotta move this dog. Hello? Could you entertain him? Buddy. Go get Frex. Go get her. There she is. Don't look at me like that. In the arms of the angels. Okay, you can stay up here, but be good. Have a little lie down. We got Spro. Spro, he did drink a lot of water this morning. So we'll save that there. And now I'm going to switch over. Open recent. I think I had it open recently. To Kooploop. So I want to add a couple of new people here. I guess we could put Spro in here if we wanted. Oh yeah, Spro is specific to Spyro Streams, but I'm going to stick him up there in the corner as if he were part of the scene. But he's not going to be. So, we've separated the BR screen, the BRB screen, into intro, where Frex leaves, turns the light on and leaves. The loop, and then the outro, where Frex comes back and turns the little BR sign back off. And that way we can edit the loop however we like. And I haven't actually done anything to it since then. But we've got some new folks we want to put in here. So let's see. Let's see who all we got. Pretty sure I saved them here somewhere. Probably. Because if not, I gotta go get them. Where is it? Oh, it's not in here. Old. I just reinstalled, I completely wiped and redid the operating system on the machine that I created this project on. So I backed everything up into this old folder. Let's see, it was in videos. It was in Frexel Nexon. It was in Coop. There it all is. Alright, and then we had friend emotes. You can go find out what she's doing, buddy. You want me to put you down? You can go find out. Whoa! Alright, you figured it out. Go get her. Go get her. Okay. So let's see, we were going to add... This is sort of by modified. Cabal. And me. And I feel like someone else, but I'll do Cabal and me first. Because they're the ones I remembered. Hey. Hey, Georgie. Hi, Georgie. Hi, Georgie. Here, let's find... There you are. Hi, Georgie. Oh, he's so excited. He's so excited he had to go get a drink. That's what you do when you get so excited. And now it's time to run back and forth through the house with his little teddy bear, his long bear. Alright, so we're going to add Cabal. Let's see. We got two folks here. We could have Cabal pop up here. I tried to keep, I was like, there's kind of 3 vertical spaces here to occupy. So let's drop Cabal in here. I don't even... Lane again. Come on, buddy. Come. Hi. Hi. Yeah, you'll probably get a TREAT or something when Frex comes back. Yeah. Yeah, don't look at me like that. I didn't fool you entirely. I saved you from running out into the cold for no good reason. So, let's throw Cabal here. Oh, giant! Alright, so like we did with the other one, we gotta make sure we change our alpha, our compositing blend to alpha over. I have S to scale. If I press S while my mouse is somewhere else, it's not gonna do anything because it's context sensitive to where the mouse is. So I press S while I'm over here. G to move. He's like, wait a minute. He's in front of things. He's not even inside. So regular scroll will zoom. Shift scroll will take you up and down. Control scroll will take you left and right. So shift up. Oh, let's put him up here. Because when you drop a new asset onto your timeline or use the add feature to add it, it will insert it at the first position relative to the thing that you've got highlighted. So I must have had one of these highlighted, but it'll insert it at the first position relative to whatever it is you've got highlighted above that thing that has enough space to stick it. And I think it defaults to 25 frames for a static image. If you throw a static image in there, its default length is 25. I'm going to zoom in to give us a little more visibility here. No, don't make him any shorter or longer. Come here. No, come here. Come here. Cabal. Oh, right. There we go. Oh, that's another thing that I regularly forget. If you've got one of those on the sides highlighted, it is now in make things bigger and smaller mode. That's all it's going to do. It's going to make them bigger or smaller. You've got to make sure that it looks like that if you're going to move them around. All right, so we're going to put Cabal inside the building. Over here. Now he's a little bit kind of like... I'll have him pop up over here. I'll have it go pop, pop, pop. There'll be Creo, Gabby, Cabal. How long's everybody else? How much time are y'all getting on the scene here? It's like 75. 75, 70, 75. That looks like what we were going with, 75. So let's give them a duration of 75 frames. Pop. And now we'll slide over to the first frame Cabal appears on. But we don't want to just go pop and pop into existence. That's a little jarring. So we will start them off at a transparency, an opacity, sorry, of 0. Actually, no, we don't want him to fade into existence either. How do we want Cabal to appear? First, let's get a good scale. The Cabal's a little bit bigger. I haven't looked up ref sheets and stuff to see. Well, I apologize for that. But I haven't really looked into the exact scale that people are supposed to be. So I've just been scaling everyone to generally the same size. So scale Cabal. We'll have him pop up in there. Look at that grin. Oh, what a winning grin. So we'll scale him. We'll put him there. Make sure his eyes are completely visible. Alright. So we'll have him pop up like that. That's where you're going to be, buddy. I'll make it so that he is fully visible right about here. So let's record this position. I'm not going to change his scale or rotation or anything, or scale or rotation, so I'm not going to bother recording keyframes on those. But now let's slide back to where we want him to start. We'll start him off frame. Where does he? There he is. Pop. And we'll G to move, to grab him. We'll start him down here. Record his positions, X and Y. Come up a few. So now he's just going to slide in all smooth like that. We'll give it a little variation. We'll give him a little off to the side and then back over. So here, let's have him go. Pop. Pop. Give it up. That. Oh my god. So we'll have him slide over to the side and then kind of up. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that's Cabal. Cabal is now in the scene. Says Woozle. Ball. Pop. Oh, there we go. Now but he pops out of existence. Let's have him slide back down. So we'll come over here. We'll have him just stay put there for a second. Let everyone decide he is real. And then we'll have him just slide off all smooth like. So we'll just go in one direction, slide down there. I don't know, like around there, I guess. Key those frames. Okay, cool. So now Cabal's in there. Who else has got to... Alright, go throw me in here. Ah, gigantic squirrel. When I'm sitting down, I'll have him... Since I'm sitting down, I can't just like slide across the screen. That would look kind of unintuitive. I'll just slide up. Now, so I'm going to slide up onto the scene, right? Where will I slide in from? Let's slide in from back here. So I'll slide in from back here. Cabal was kind of going in that direction. I'll slide in from that direction to keep the movement. Keep it. Let's get some other people on the scene and get myself to... Oh my gosh, let go. And get myself to be about the same size as everyone. Oh, my transparency's wrong. Okay, so. Scale. Make my head about the same size as Cabal's. That's what we'll do. Alright. Put myself back over here. So I will come on the scene, I think, as Cabal is going off the scene. We'll do that. So it'll be like, right now I'm just going to pop into existence, but that's alright. Pop. Alright, but I don't want to just pop into existence. I like that vertical positioning, but let's start over here on the left and start down somewhere. So let's go like this and say, I know in the end I want my Y position to be right about there. So let's record that for, well, let's say I wanted to land at that Y position right about here. There, record a Y position. But that's not the right X position. X position. So I'm going to move him, G. But I don't want him to wiggle all freeform. I wanted that Y position. I worked for that Y position. So I press X. Now I'm only moving him in one direction. So when you're in different tools, depending on your tools, you know, they've got modifiers that you can, oh man, please forgive me. I do not like when people say to something that they haven't already explained at least once. It's a button! Hey, Georgie. Kate is bullying. Oh, Kate. No, don't bully the Frex. Wow, Frex, nice field. Oh. Hold on, I got chat over here. I got chat. What do I do this? Wait. Kate, don't do that. I don't have any good emotes for hey, stop. We have Gate Pat. That's a fun one. All right. Oh no! Getting bonked. All right. So depending on again, the tool that activates or the action that happens with any key combination depends on where your mouse is floating at the time and on what you have selected. So I've got a member of my scene here selected. I'm going to G to grab it. I want it to only move in the X. Wow. In the X coordinate. Well, I don't think that's the word I want. Anyhow, so we'll slide them like this. So stick them on an X rail. Slide them over here. You know what? Since I don't really have an excuse at the moment to talk about a feature that I want to talk about, I'm gonna pause that for just a second because there's also cropping. So if you want somebody, and I actually do this for a couple of people, if you want somebody to slide onto a scene, but they're sticking out the other side, you can crop them. You key the cropping, move them onto your scene, and as part of the movement, as part of the calculated changes, you can undo the crop. I'll put them back over there. So just for giggles, I'm gonna show what that. So if we're over there and we had a crop, I'm gonna have myself like lampshade onto the scene. Record a keyframe there. Come over here. Take that crop off. Record a keyframe there. Now he's like, window shades onto there. Alright, so let's undo that, because that's not what I actually want to do with them. Undo. Alright. G to grab, X to only move it in the X coordinate. We'll have them start over here behind the wall, just kind of hiding, hanging out. We're going to record that X position. And the Y position, why not? Just in case I move them a little. Maybe I will, like wiggle them up and down as he comes across a little. Alright, so starting there. Come over a few frames. We'll have him like kind of come on to become visible, but slide down here like he's nervous. He doesn't want to be seen. He's anxious. Slide over a little bit. Did I not record my starting position? I did. Oh, okay. Slide over here a little bit more. It just records has my default Y as way up high there. Where was that keyframe? There it is. Oh, thinking of where is that keyframe. This is a handy little feature, and you can do it down here or up here. Skip all the way to the left and skip all the way to the right. You can play it forward. You can play it in reverse, and you can skip between keyframes. So this one here with the big square and the little arrow will skip back to the next keyframe back, and this one will skip forward to the next keyframe forward until you get to a point where there are no more keyframes for the object or objects that you currently have selected. So then we'll go up a few. Wait a second. Back. Okay, alright, sorry. Up a few, and we'll have them just come right out onto the scene here. Except maybe down enough that his eyes are visible. There we go. There. Kind of hop. Oh, I forgot to set my length. I've only got me on there for 25. Let's stay on for 75. And okay, so we'll go to that keyframe there. I'm going to go ahead and record the rotation. I'm going to have him do a little wiggle, do a little jiggle. So let's record his rotation, currently 0. Move up a few. R to rotate. Just a little rotation. Record it. Move up a few. R. Go the other way. Record it. If I'm lucky or unlucky, he's going to do something really silly and do loop-de-loops when I play this back. And you're like, what? Why would that be something that you want to happen? And it's not. It's not something I want to happen. But, yep, there he goes. But it gives me a chance to talk about the fact that this does happen. You're like, wait a minute. When I moved him, I only moved him a little one way and then a little bit the other way. What the heck? Why is he doing loop-de-loops? As entertaining as that might be to leave in, and we did leave some of it in. I think it was for Higa. Yeah. Yep. Higa did that. And I undid it one time and then I left the rest because I thought he's kind of round and it kind of looks fun when he bobbles like he's showing off. Alright. But I don't think I want the squirrel to do that because it just kind of, I don't know, he's not as round. So we'll have him come in. So he comes over here. He hits a keyframe. He's at 0 rotation. And then it starts counting him all the way around for reasons of its own. You know, let's find out where we are up here. Where are we up here? Over there. All right. So with these scroll bars, you can scroll the screen if you click on the middle of the bar. If you click on the sides, you can scale the amount of the scene that is being shown at the moment. You can do that with the mouse too. Same mechanisms as down here. Control will scroll left to right. Hold shift would scroll up and down. I don't have anything else down, but it does. And regular scroll will zoom you in and out. So if I have multiple people selected, all of their keyframes show up, but I only need my the keyframes from button.ping here. So we can see it's he comes out and he's fine. First rotation, okay, a little bit, and then he starts doing acrobatics. So this one I think's fine. I'm gonna leave that 9.11, whatever. This one I'm gonna change to say -4. Like he didn't move any. What? But -4 in a 360-degree rotation is the same as 356, the same position as 356, relatively speaking. Oh, wait. It didn't keep it. I forgot. So I'm going to change it -4, and then I'm going to re-record the keyframe. It's going to overwrite the keyframe. So there. But now, its internal logic is like, oh yeah, you want me to just wiggle. So he's wiggling. Oh, there he goes again. There he goes. So here, alright, he was at 10.6, it's fine. But it decides to go all the way around to get over to 353. But no, we wanted to take the shortest route. Take the short route. Go -7. Take the short route. So the shortest route from 10 to that relative position here, -7, has him just wiggle a little. And it's a little wiggle that I'm going for. I just want a little wiggle. Alright, and then we'll come over a few frames. We'll have him go back to 0. Record that, and we'll just leave him at 0 and have him, like, I don't know, slide off the screen down this way. So let's see. Let's go. Up. And he'll go. Whee. Oh, there we go. Okay, so his little feet are showing. So we will be using the crop. His little feet show. His little feet sticking out the bottom. If you look closely, there are actually some of these in the scene elsewhere that do stick out a little bit from the sides of the coop because I didn't crop them and I haven't gone back and fixed it. Alright, we don't need to change the rotation, so I'm not going to rekey the rotation. But I am going to set a key on the crop back at the last keyframe. I'm going to have it remember that the crop is a specific explicit value at this point. We'll use the bottom. It was 0. And when we get up to this next keyframe, we will just raise the crop up a whole bunch here and record that. So now that his feet aren't sticking out the bottom of the coop. Oh, I forgot one other thing. Because I want him to stay on the screen for a bit before he starts wandering away. Just hang out there. Look at everyone. Get a feeling for what the world's all about. So let's go up to... I don't know which keyframe I want to use. At this point, I think at this point, I still want his X position to be up here. What was this X position here? What was this one? Or not X, Y. His Y position, 74. Right. We moved him down to 74 so the eyes would show. All right. So I still want him to be at 74 here, I think. Not 80. So let's record. There we go. And it is helpfully showing us that, hey, the Y position has not changed at any time all the way up until we got to this keyframe since the last one. Which I'm okay with. Have him wiggle over there. And let's have him kind of stay in one spot for a bit too. Let's have him from right about here. So what's the X position here? We got X. Negative 397. Okay. Come over here. Let's move him back. And there he goes. All right. Oh, spirit of the chicken. Who else were we adding today? Oh, Curtis. Did you send me a Curtis? We gotta pick one for Twirl and Curtis. Could you just set it in the Strem folder? Or is it easier for you to just send it? Alright, well. Alright. For sure I've got that. Yeah, we've got that here. Alright. This coffee is cold. We're thinking of putting a Twirl and Curtis in here. I don't think he's been sent yet. Oh, sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh is happening. A great battle. A battle for the ages. You activated my trap card. What is it? You send me a link? You can't save it. But you can send me a link. The link is being sent. Alright, let's see what browser window this opens up in. Alright, let's slide it over here. Oh, gross. Oh, it's so gross. But this is it. Eat the goopy. This is the one. Alright. Alright, this is an asset. He linked us on Twitter. Let's see, do we have video download helper on here? Nope. Alright, then I will go... inspect the element. Dig down in there a bit. I believe that you claim to be. You're not a GIF. Don't give me that crap. You're a WebM or an MP4. I may just install video download helper on this machine real quick. Let me see real quick. View selection source. Let me see if I can find the actual link to that media file here. Oh, it's an MP4. I was right. So hey, for giggles, y'all, I'm gonna show this here real quick. I don't think there's anything on here that's like, where's no. I'm gonna get rid of the what's happening tab because not that it's like got anything weird on it. Everybody gets the Twitter what's happening tab, but it's just a matter of principle for me. I hate that tab or that little pane, so I get rid of it. So we're gonna go create. Goodbye. Go away. All right. So I wanted this file. I'm on a browser that doesn't happen to have video download helper or one of the other many different add-ons that you can use to capture the media off of a tweet. So I made sure that my current highlight, now you can just inspect the element. I pressed F12 to bring that up. I click over here, I click on the element, I've inspected the element. You can do that and give me there and dig in this way. But the way that that this does dynamically generated object existence and stuff and layers on top of things, it can be a bit of a nuisance to find the particular media link you're looking for. But if you make sure that the media you're interested in is a part of your current selection, right click on it and say view selection source, it will create a snapshot of what the source would look like. You can come over here, you can copy and paste this into an editor and use search, or you can just scroll over and look, oh there it is. Hey, it's an MP4. All right, well let's just copy that, go like that, paste like that. Here we go. And hey, look, there it is. There's the MP4. All right. So this one's going to be a little bit more involved, or could be. So there's two ways we could do it. We could just take one frame from this and pick a frame. But he gave us the whole animation, so we might just use the whole animation. So for now, we'll go File, Save Page, quote unquote, as, but the whole page is just a media file, so it knows this is an MP4. We're going to put that. Oh, I'm sorry. No, my project at the moment is actually in this new old videos. I'm pretty sure that's what I called it. Nexon. Do I remember that path? I did not remember the path correctly. Which part of this path did I get wrong? Oh, I called it old mute. Oh, I was so close. There we go. Now this is a friend emote, but I'm going to have to unpack this to use it in Blender. So we'll go new, folder. What do I have here? What am I working on? Curtis, right. Sorry, my brain just stopped for a second. This is Curtis. I'm putting them in a folder because I'm going to have to unpack that video into a bunch of frames. All right. And the reason for that is, where'd you go, Blender? Did I close it? No, there it is. Is you can put GIFs and such in Blender. I haven't tested with it WebM. With GIFs, Blender does not unpack the frames and treat it do it dynamically in your project. So if I put it in there, it doesn't show anything at all on the screen. So let's test it. Let's do a test. Whoops. Where is it sticking? All right, so it does show. This is better than a GIF. If you throw a GIF in there, you don't get nothing. Oh, but this doesn't have transparency. I might want to unpack it anyway, pick a frame and make the background transparent. Anyhow. Well, that's good to remember. It does do the MP4s. So let me find, I'm going to throw a GIF in there. It's created a proxy folder for us. That's very friendly of it. I'm going to take one of these that was a GIF. So they're GIFs because I pulled them from Twitch. So, like, come on, you open up. there was Vera doing a little dance, right? But if I put the GIF in here, you know, there's nothing. And it's not that I have the alpha set wrong or whatever. There's just, it doesn't deal with GIFs. That's just a choice that they made. So I might be able to like key out a color, like you might be able to do a trick like key out a color, chroma key out a color to use as transparency. But since the background is white and Curtis has white elsewhere, or close enough to white, as makes no odds, then I don't think that would really work well for us. So I'm going to go ahead and I will unpack Curtis here. Let's see. And I think we've got FFmpeg on here, and that's an easy enough way to do it. So let's CD over to there, switch our drive to F, double check. Is FFmpeg on here? Yeah? Yes. Okay. Our in file, I is going to be curtis.mp4. And I don't think I need to tell it anything else besides like Curtis. Let's give it I think these patterns work in Windows as well as they do in Bash, in Linux. File name pattern 0d.ping, please. There they all are. All right. All 43 frames. Have a look here. There. All right. So we're gonna use these. Done with that. I'm just gonna pick one. There are ways to do batch processing in a variety of image editors, GIMP included, where we could define a set of actions and just apply it to all of these. Out of curiosity, I'm going to see, is that an identical color or just a very close color? That one is true FFFF. That is not. That is not. So we could do a batch process that says, since these are not exactly white and this is exactly white, we could do a batch process that says remove white or set white to be transparent and then resave all of these. And then we could bring them in as an image sequence or recombine them into an MP4 and drop them in. But that would be quite a lengthier project. And hey, it's the homie Curtis. Yeah, hey DJ.
Curtis's pug.
Frex says Curtis's pog. I don't know if the mic picked her up. Has DJ been in chat and I just wasn't paying attention? Oh man, Vera's in chat too. Look at me, I'm rambling about computer nonsense and missing chat. Hey y'all. So to use in this scene? Oh, thank you. Just for later. Okay. I have received new Vtuber squirrel pings to use for later. They're very nice. All right. So I was saying we could do a batch processing to just remove the FFFF literal white from each of these frames and re-render them. But I don't remember the commands well enough off the top of my head. Oh, and it's not precisely white all the way around anyway, so we would have to use some variation, and then we would probably wind up accidentally removing some of the white that we don't want removed. Oh, there's no alpha on this. There we go. No. I wanted to add an alpha channel there. What is the threshold on this? There we go. So all right. I can't tell what's going on there. That looks like maybe part of the eye. I'm not going to delete that part. So we'll export this. Eh? What do you mean? Oh yeah, Spro is here now. He's hanging out. Flap, 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 flap. Flap, 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 flap. Flap, flap, flap. DJ, watch out! Sparrow's coming for you. Rah! I forget what Sparrow sounds like. That's alright. This isn't Sparrow. It's Spro. He can sound like rah if we want him to. Flap, 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 flap. We'll put him back up here. Up here in the corner. Someone just dropped Obelisk the Tormentor and Slifer the Executive Producer. Slifer, no sniping. My entire knowledge of Yu-Gi-Oh is derived 100% Mega Ultra Chicken. It's my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge is derived organically and exclusively from Yu-Gi-Oh toss. See if I missed anything. I'm gonna see if I missed anything in chat while I was running my yap. Alright. Curtis 1. I gotta differentiate this from the other Curtis 1.ping. We'll call this one Curtis 1b.ping. Export it. Like, we don't need all this other data. Honest. That's alright. No, don't save it. No. I don't know if saving that's important or not. That's probably not important. Don't save any of that. Just export it. Alright, where is Curtis 1b? There he is. There we go. And we're gonna set our blend compositing to alpha over. Scale them down a bit. Scale them down a bit more. We're all about the same size there, alright. And we'll have Curtis kind of just like pop up from the bottom here, I think. Alright, so record positions, move it over. I'll have him come up like this. He's running away from me. That's alright. I understand. Record. We'll have him pop. He's like up here the rest of the way. The last little bit of the trip's going to be a quick pop. Oh, I need to change his length. I'm running out. I'm like, why am I running out of room already? Because I did not change his duration on the scene. I'm going to run away. Did I record that Y position? No, not play. Did I record his Y position? I did. Good. Okay. I'm going to run away. For reasons I don't understand. I'm going to have him do a little wiggle, just a little wiggle. Just a tiniest little... And then I'll have him slide off. I'm just going to slide him off the screen like that. Alright, there we go. So that's the three folks we wanted to add to the scene. It's not the process would not take so long, except I run my mouth, and it takes long when I'm doing it because I'm constantly looking for different ways to do stuff and trying to figure stuff out. Because everything I know, I have learned from doing and trying to learn it by doing it. So here we go. Let's watch it. Let's watch the whole thing all the way from the start. I've got my mouse down here. Shift left to jump all the way to the beginning of your scene. Here we go. Wait. Well, I want to listen to these jams. I want to listen to these jams, not the other jams. Where's the other jams? Playing. Oh, that's a nice background, I guess. That's kind of nice. Yeah. All right, pause you for a second. There goes Ori. Brah, brah. He's flying in, watch out. Ah, brah.
You get to see Curtis barf.
I'm sorry. I can do Curtis barfing if you want, Frex. It's just I had to apply transparency, or I had to implement transparency for him, and you know what? Here, hold on a second. Okay, Frex says she doesn't want the barf. I was gonna go to Curtis's page, his Twitch page, and borrow, the barfing. So let's see if that's here, just for curiosity. And for curiosity and interest, and to honor the Queen, let's see here. Curtis. Oh yeah, this is one of his standard ones. We could have just like gone. I don't know why yours does not have the. In mine, you can just go right click, open image in new tab, but for whatever reason, this one makes me do extra steps to get to the link to the image itself. Where is that GIF? Or is it filling it with a rendered WebM? Might be filling it with a rendered WebM. All right, on other browsers. Was it down here? It's a 1.0. Oh, here it is, 1.0. There we go. There he is. There he is. So all your Twitch emotes get a 1.0, a 2.0, and a 3.0. So we could just save them from here. And this has the transparent, this would have the transparent background. But this would be a GIF. So we would either have to convert this GIF to an MP4 or a compatible format that that Blender can do proxy processing for. But if I would have to convert the GIF to a WebM with transparency, and that's a bit of a nuisance. GIF straight to WebM with transparency. So I would take the GIF, export it as an image sequence of pings, and then load the image sequence into Blender. Which I believe did I cover that somewhere once? I've gone over that somewhere before. Or maybe we could do it next time if we come up with a fun GIF. Maybe we could throw a Wiggly in there. We could throw Frex Wiggly in there. We could just have it wiggling. We'd just have it wiggling. What do you think, Frex?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do that. Let's do Frex Wiggly. So, where that? There we go. I don't think that I have that one saved at the moment, so let's go. We'll hop over here to Frex. Bring up the emote picker here. Open the image in a new tab. Frex. Switch to the 3.0 version to get the max resolution that we can. Save as. GIF is fine. Friend emotes. But let's put it in a folder of its own because we're going to have to unpack it. Oh, this is Strem. Nope. Here. Videos. Frexel Nixon's Coop project. Friend emotes. New folder. Frex Wiggle. Frex Wiggle .gif. All right. Oh, I closed that command window. All right. Let's put our jams back on. It was the one with the car. There we go. All right. Oh, it's so weird not having command history maintained between sessions the way it does in Bash. View videos. Pixel Nixon. Coop, right? Yeah. friend emotes. I'm using tab completions. For folks who aren't like wondering why it fills itself in like that, you type part of it and type tab and it auto completes with, and it'll cycle through a list of available matches to the whatever starts with the letters you've already got typed in there. Frex wiggle. Alright. And then we'll use ffmpeg. Oh, tab completion doesn't work on exes apparently, and the Windows command line the way it does in bash. We could use PowerShell for this too, but we're already here. ffmpeg, we're going to bring in frexwiggle.gif, and we're going to output frexwiggle0d.pings. Alright, so we'll hop up here. There's all our pings. Looks like there's 11 of them. And just because I like symmetry, I'm going to prepend our numbers with zeros, left pad the numbers with zeros so they're all the same width, because it looks nice. I like that. Control plus will auto resize. And it always has, like always. If you're in the Windows Explorer in detailed view and stuff's all wiggly and you can't quite read some of it or whatever, if you press Control plus, pop, it'll resize it so that everything fits in the columns. What did I want to do with this? Oh, right. I wanted to use it as an image sequence. Right. So now we have extracted the wiggles. So there, we can wiggle back and forth. We got the wiggles, but we want the wiggles animated. So we're going to take the wiggles, put them down here. I'm just going to go over some blank space here. I'm going to create an image. What's it called? I'm going to load an image sequence here. So we go add image sequence. All right, we're already in the project, so let's go to Frex wiggle. Grab all the frames. Add image strip. That's the word, image strip. Let's see. Oh no, go over here. Oh, I've got to put it inside of the. How fast is that wiggle? Okay. So we don't have to change any of the other parameters since I feel like that wiggle is a goodly pace for a wiggle. Well, we are going to want it to wiggle more. We're going to want to have more wiggling than that. So I'm going to go Shift D. Well, we could do this. Like you might think, well, why don't you just expand that? But it does this. All it does is make the last frame stay on screen longer. That's not really what we want. Now there might be, honest, I don't want people to see the way I've done something and be like, oh man, that's the end of the features, and then they learn they could do it some other way, and they come back and they're like, he told me wrong, that dumb little squirrel. So there might be a way to tell this, hey, loop over and over. Like there might be a modifier you could use or something. Actually, let's look. Why not? Modifiers. Oh, we got tone, light. No. Where's the one that does? There's one that you can stretch the time with. Strip contents. No. None of that. No. Colored balance. Bright color. No. Again, no. It was up here. Effect strip. That's what it was. An effect strip would go on the timeline above the currently selected strip. We can do like speed control. And speed control will just stretch it out. It slows down the frames or speeds them up if you make it short. But no, none of these are like loop. Alright, well, anyhow. There could be a way to do it, but the one way that I know you can do it is you got it highlighted, Shift D to duplicate. D to duplicate. D to duplicate. And just do like that. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Alright. I think I'm gonna have the wiggly. I was thinking, how do we incorporate this wiggly into this scene? How do we add this silliness in here? Where does it seem natural? I'll do it kind of near the start. Over here. I regularly forget whether I'm supposed to be pushing the control key or the shift key when I'm scrolling, because it varies from application to application. All right. So how much wiggling does this give us right now? How much wiggling? I might just have them pop in. Yeah, I know. I'll have them pop in over here, like, because at this point Frex will have just walked off the screen. And I'll have the Wiggly come over here and then like follow Frex. Like, whoop, follow down that way. So let's give ourselves, how much time for that? Wiggle on, like maybe twice this many wiggles. So I'll highlight them all, duplicate them all. Even more wiggles. Okay, there we go. And then there'll be a little bit of a break and then Georgie shows up. Georgie will appear. There. I forgot the way that this particular scene is set up. Or I did not change some of the stuff here so that the timing would be okay. And the render here actually starts over here. I forgot why this looked the way that it does. And honest to goodness, oh here, right. You can change the start, where the start of your current scene is. I've got it set there. All right. So I want to be able to transform this all at once, so I'm going to group these together. Oh, my mouse was in the my mouse was in the wrong spot. Down here. We're down here. Highlight them, group them. There, now we have a meta strip. We're going to call it Frex Wiggle. Now they're all at once, all in one thing. So if I scale it, it stays scaled. Scale it down. Put it over here somewhere. All right. So we'll start with the wiggle off the screen. Wiggly, come here. Oh, right, dude, come here. There we go. Start with it off the screen, up here somewhere. It's going to come down here. It's going to be like, oh yeah, and then it's going to fall that way. So we'll record the position here. It's going to be wiggling the whole time. Just wiggling its little wiggly self. Come over here. Sit in place for a second. I'll have it like move around a bit like it's confused. Or like it just wants to see what's going on. I need to change its don't key that. I want to change this, the blend compositing to alpha over. Where's alpha over? Used to be right over here, but this one's got it laid out a little different. Where are you? Did I click on the wrong thing? There it is. Alpha over. There we go. Alright. More coffee incoming, y'all. Thank you. Alright. I come down here. I'll have it kind of wiggle in place there for a bit, like, and then we'll just have it wander off scene. Over this way. All right, let's see what that looks like. Well, I guess I'll just go. Meanwhile, stuff's happening up there. All right. So what's been happening? What's been happening over here with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Battles for the Ages? Epic showdowns. Right? It's been epic, right? Battle for supremacy! Insane laughter in the distance. What? DJ, no. Oh, he's about to summon another god. Wow. Now I just want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Toss again. You're making me want to dial into Little Karibo's Yu-Gi-Oh streams. Sweet, I got bonus tiny crowns. So there we go, that's the animating I wanted to do today. Plus a little bit extra. We got a little wiggly thrown in there that I wasn't planning on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Spro has spotted the wiggly, y'all. Here he comes. No, 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 Wiggly. No. Run, run, Wiggly, run. No, not that way. Oh, I'm going, run. Ah. He's been thwarted. All right, Farrah, we saved him. Here, bro, you can come sit on my head. Perch on my tail. There you go. Hang out there. Eat the timeline. It's delicious. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go look and see then. Actually, you know what? If anyone, I know y'all have been mostly here to play games with Frex and such, but if there is anyone who has questions or curiosities about this or ideas that you'd like to see me explore here, does anyone have any? Is there anything I can answer or talk about? I'm gonna go put myself in here. Here we go. I'm gonna go stand here. I'm all ghostly. No, I will just stand here in the background. And Spro. Put Spro up in the corner. All right. Well then, thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna look for specific questions. All right. Well, thank you, Vera. I appreciate it. I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Let's see. I'll take this. I'll put it over here. What do you think of raiding Ori? What do you think of raiding Ori? Or is there anyone else on that you like it? Alright, there's a bunch of folks doing stuff. Someone named Frex. Alright, let's see if I get this command right. Oh, what do we do for raid message? Ori! Chicken Spro? Should we do like Chicken Spro raid? How's that? Oh, you're doing the raid thing? Oh, there it goes. It's counting down. We're gonna Chicken Spro raid. We'll see you tomorrow. Yep. Spyro is gonna be happening. Spro is gonna be there to keep an eye on things. And thank you for coming by again. It's been great seeing y'all in chat. And I hope y'all have a fun time. I didn't check how long Ori's been on, so I hope she's on for a little while. If not, I hope it's a fun surf. So let's see. Oh man, not long left now. Here we go. Hope y'all have a good rest of your weekend. And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye for now.